The 4 transfers Arsenal still need to complete to win the Premier League again. Arsenal ended an arduous 22-year wait for Premier League glory last term by winning the title under Mikel Arteta, and now they are hungry for continued domestic dominance. The Gunners will be out to retain the title this year, but know they cannot afford to stand still as their rivals strengthen across the board. Manchester City and Liverpool both have new managers who will want to make a strong impression, while Chelsea have already made some serious moves in the market. Arsenal have made 3 signings so far: Christos Tzolis, Illan, Meslier, and Piero Hincapie on a permanent, but are expected to push through far bigger deals before the transfer deadline.
An unlocked iPhone 14 for just $299? This renewed 128 gig model gives you a vivid OLED display, 5G, and the freedom to choose your carrier. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/6 before it's gone.
The most eye-catching signing is likely to be the one that fills the left wing berth. Vinicius Jr. is the latest player to be linked with Morgan Rogers now out of the equation, and with Arsenal wanting a real ceiling raiser to level up their attack, the Real Madrid star certainly fits the bill in that respect. Whether or not a deal can be done in the next few weeks is another matter, particularly as it has been claimed Jose Mourinho wants to keep the Brazil international at the Bernabeu since news of Arsena's interest first emerged. Tzolis has already been signed from Club Brugge to replace the popular Leandro Trossard. As impressive as the Greece international's output was last season, he alone does not improve Arsenal's attack. That means they simply have to sign another left forward if they are to progress further this year, even if it means having to budge from their valuation of targets. Bradley Barcola is another player who has been touted as a potential target, but it seems as though Liverpool are pushing harder on that front right now. Yan Diamond, the other elite winger likely to move for big bucks this summer, seems to be Real Madrid bound. Arsenal reportedly inquired about Diamond last week. His prospective move to Real Madrid could, however, boost their chances of landing Vinicius Jr. Central midfield is another area which is likely to see movement, and Arsenal's pursuit of Bruno Guimaraes is in danger of becoming a bit of a saga. Arsenal want the Brazilian, and he wants Arsenal. Unfortunately, Newcastle want their talismanic captain to stay put and are playing spoiler when it comes to a transfer. As it transpired with Rodgers, a move for Guimaraes will all come down to price. Newcastle will want a monster fee to sanction an exit, and Arsenal will not want to pay what they deem silly money for a player who, although top class, will turn 29 later this year. Suggestions last week were that Arsenal were ready to bid £70 for him. Subsequently, it was claimed Newcastle would reject that out of hand. If Guimaraes does prove to be unattainable, Arsenal are likely to turn their focus elsewhere. Alex Scott is well liked, but again, Bournemouth don't want to sell and could demand in excess of £80 given the inflated transfer fees currently distorting the market. Ayau Boadi, one of the World Cup's breakout stars, is another player Arsenal have been linked with, although Manchester City are heavily courting the teenager amid speculation over Rodri's future. With William Saliba out for the foreseeable future, Arsenal are also expected to add a centre-back. They have already set their sights on Ezri Konsa, but just as with Rodgers prior to his Chelsea switch, their valuation of the player differs to that of Aston Villa. At 28, and coming off the back of a stellar World Cup with England, Konsa boasts Premier League pedigree and is versatile too. If Arsenal decide against pushing the boat out for Konsa, then his England teammate, John Stones, is available on a free transfer and has the scope to be one of the bargains of the summer. Chelsea are also interested in the former Manchester City man, who has been doing his best to prevent Arsenal from winning the title in previous years. If the stars align before September 1, there's every chance he could be doing his bit to help them win it this time around. If Arsenal do strengthen in those 3 positions, and depending on what sort of budget they have left available, there may be a chance they seek an elite centre-forward. That's despite spending significant money on Victor Gyökeres last year. Julian Alvarez is a player Arsenal have been linked with all the summer. He would command an absolutely seismic transfer fee, though, which would likely well eclipse the £125 that Liverpool parted with to sign Alexander Isak last year. He would represent an upgrade on Gyökeres, though, and it's even been suggested that Arsenal could offer the Swede as a makeweight to sweeten any prospective deal given Atletico Madrid do not want to sell Alvarez. During his final season at Manchester City, Alvarez accumulated 21 goal contributions, 11 goals, 10 assists, and is proven at Premier League level. A return to England may be unlikely, though, given Barcelona is thought to be the Argentina star's preferred destination.